from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Well.
One, two, three!
With an impressive win over a very game MVP, John Cena is #1 contender for the WWE Championship.
And if you're Randy Orton, that's probably not the news you wanted to hear.
It certainly isn't, King. Those two have had some epic matches, and it looks like Royal Rumble is the site of another one. Can John Cena once again rightfully call himself the champ at the Royal Rumble?
Mr. John Cena. That was some war we had last week. Now I ain't mad that you won, because MVP looks good even when he loses.
That was one hell of a match, MVP.
Now that you're the #1 contender, you can bet Orton has some things up his sleeve. Wouldn't mind helping you against him and his cronies. Come track me down. I have a plan to initiate a kind of preemptive strike.
Sounds good. I'll swing by in a bit.
Raw is live from Boston, Massachusetts.
Well, look who finally showed up, Ted. John #1 contender, Cena.
The way I look at it, Cena, beating a chump like MVP doesn't give you the right to take on an icon like Randy Orton. The way I look at it, your time is through.
Or at least it will be when we're done with you.
The only thing you're gonna be #1 contender for is early retirement.
I guess my Evite to this party ended up in my junk folder. Think I'll join anyway.
One daddy's boy down, one more to go. Go run home crying to your first-generation superstar daddies.
This isn't over, Cena. You're never going to make it to the Royal Rumble.
Well, you better come with more than that next time, pal.
Randy didn't wait long before he started lobbing grenades, did he?
And like usual, his plan didn't work out as he hoped. But he'll try again.
And we'll beat him back again. Because you're going to stomp Orton at the Royal Rumble. If that means I gotta be your guardian angel until the Rumble, well, I can handle that.
Raw is live from the Big Apple. And King, I'm anxious.
Are you crazy, Cena?
I've been accused of it a time or two.
I just had Randy in my office telling me that you and MVP beat him up last week.
What are you gonna do, ground me?
So it's true. Well, since you and MVP enjoy ganging up on people so much, tonight you're getting a taste of your own medicine. The two of you are facing Legacy in a 2-on-3 handicap match.
Look, Stephanie, you put whoever you want in there with Orton. I got something for him. And here's what I got for you.
You ready for a little payback?
After you.
What the hell are you doing in here?
Do I detect a hint of fear in your voice, Randy? Not so bad without your boys around, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you're gonna send your boys to someone's locker room to beat someone up, better make sure they do the job. And if you wanna not get caught, then don't use the same two guys you've been rolling with for years.
Sounded like a good idea, though. Two guys busting in, beating a lesson into somebody. Mind if I copy you?
You can't just barge in here and threaten.
A threat is nothing but words. We prefer actions.
We'll see you later tonight, Randy.
One!
1, 2. One, two, three!
Outnumbered against one of the WWE's toughest factions ever, and these two came out on top.
My crown is off to Cena and MVP. That was no small feat.
It seems they have Orton's number, but knowing Randy, it's only a matter of time before he has his revenge. How will the Viper regroup?
Stephanie, you need to control those two criminals.
Oh, Randy. What are you talking about?
Cena and MVP. They're running around, threatening me, trying to ambush me. They probably have traps set everywhere.
You're a big boy. What do you want me to do about it?
This is an unsafe work environment. I'm WWE champion. There are threats against my life. I need round-the-clock security. As a businesswoman, you can't leave your biggest investment unprotected. Can you?
I can, and I will. So far, Cena has done nothing to warrant my intervention. And until he does, you're facing him at the Royal Rumble. Now, if that's all...
Fine. You obviously have some bias preventing you from acting sensibly. I'll go above your head on this one if I have to, Stephanie.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw, live from Roanoke.
No, Sheamus. I'm not interested. If I wanted to date livestock, I would have become a farmer.
Don't you want the notoriety that comes with being seen with a future legend like myself?
I think the lady made it clear that her type isn't the Loch Ness Monster, Sheamus. Now, if you can't learn some manners, maybe I should step over there and teach you some.
You stay back, Cena. Take one more step toward me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
So testy. Seems like all these schemes are wearing on your nerves, Randy.
You want schemes? Ask MVP. That guy will stab you in the back in a heartbeat. Why is he such a friend all of a sudden?
MVP doesn't have it in him to do that. Not anymore.
Then there's The Miz. I hear he's been looking to jump you.
See, what you're doing right now is deflecting. Besides, The Miz, I ain't worried about him. I've beaten him more times than I can count.
If you say so, Cena.
I got this sneaking suspicion Orton's been around to fill your head with fables and fairy tales.
You two are making my job a lot more difficult, and I'm getting a little tired of this.
And what's your plan to deal with this, might I ask?
Business as usual. I have so much... Look, I don't have time to talk. Just pick your opponent tonight from the list of superstars without scheduled matches.
I'll look at the menu. Sure.
Hello? Yes, I understand. Mm-hmm. Yes.
One, two, three!
Cena turned back the Miz, but this was no walk in the park for the #1 contender.
Miz put up a good fight, but Cena prevailed in thrilling fashion.
I'm sure Randy Orton was watching this match from the locker room.
He'd better be focused on his own match tonight, Michael. However, it'll be Cena and Orton for the WWE Championship in only 6 days at the Royal Rumble.
Ted and Cody, why am I not surprised to see you here?
Whoa! Put the safety on, loose cannon. We're not here to fight.
Yeah, there's no need to get violent. We're just here to let you know that there's been a change of plans.
Not as far as I know. The plan is, was, and will be this. I plan on dumping Orton on his head and walking out the WWE champion.
Well, that's going to be pretty hard when you hear the news, lunatic. Maybe you better go speak to Stephanie.
After you calm down, madman.
The Royal Rumble has finally arrived here in our nation's capital. Tonight,
Keep with walking, John Cena. You will not attack Orton tonight.
What's all this?
We got orders not to let you anywhere near the WWE champion.
Well, you're gonna have trouble following these orders when I'm pinning him in that ring tonight.
You have problem? Talk to GM. Don't talk to us anymore.
You have some explaining to do, Stephanie.
Calm down, Cena. Look, Orton went over my head. After that alleged assault, Randy got a restraining order against you and MVP. There's nothing I can do.
A restraining order? Now how is that gonna work? Check your calendar. My foot has an appointment with his cranium tonight.
Not anymore, it doesn't. Your title shot is off. It's out of my hands. These two are here to make sure you don't try anything as you exit the arena. Please vacate the arena calmly, okay?
Are you starting to believe Orton's lies? You think I'm some kind of maniac? Well, I'm not. I'll leave quietly. But this ain't over.
Look, Cena, you can't beat Randy. He's just too smart. And he asked us to leave you this reminder.
You didn't want to live without competition, yes? All bitch on the ground, Cena!
Kofi Kingston as the champion hurt.
He may have come in as a last-minute replacement, but he could leave a champion.
Oh no, Cody Rhodes has sent Kofi crashing to the arena floor.
It's a dirty tactic, but this is a no disqualification match.
That's just uncalled for. How can Kofi survive against this onslaught?
That Viper Randy Orton has all the angles covered.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Champion, Randy Orton.
This is a disgrace. Kofi and Orton reeling, and then...
Again, I'm not advocating his actions, but you have to expect those kind of things when you face Randy Orton.
But how long will he have to endure this tyrannical reign as WWE Champion King? At least we have something else to look forward to. The Royal Rumble match is next. MVP has won the Royal Rumble. He's going to Wrestlemania to take on the champion of his choosing.
What a cap to a wild night, Michael. This is the craziest Royal Rumble I can remember.
And what happened to John Cena? The #1 contender has a restraining order against him.
Cena got robbed, but he may be the one going to jail if he gets too close to Randy Orton.
MVP is going to WrestleMania. Randy Orton looks more dominant than ever. Can he be stopped? Ladies and gentlemen, Raw has returned.
MVP, congratulations on winning the Royal Rumble, man. I caught the end of the pay-per-view at the hotel.
Yo, I saw what they did to you, stealing your title shot, escorting you out. Man, that wasn't right.
That coward Orton can't run forever. I'll get my championship match.
Maybe you won't have to wait so long to get some gold around your waist, Cena. I got an offer to take on the Unified Tag Team Champions on SmackDown, and I could use a partner. It's a non-title match, but I still figured you might be interested.
You know it. I need to blow off some steam anyway. Stephanie McMahon. Just the general manager I'm looking for. You get my title shot worked out yet?
Cena, you have no idea what it's like to do my job. And your antics don't make it any easier for me.
You know I earned that title shot, and you're letting Randy Orton push you around? Here I thought you were a McMahon.
I can give you a reminder that I'm a McMahon, Cena. Look, tonight there's a mixed tag match that needs a spot filled. I'm putting you in it. You've got your match, now just go compete.
You seem pretty stressed, Steph. You need a hug or a can of soup or something?
Just leave, Cena. Just leave.
Hey, Cena, I hear you're my tag partner tonight.
Yeah, Mickey, that's what they tell me. Anything I need to know?
Only that we're going up against the blondest, most conceited pair in WWE history. But with you on my side, I feel a whole lot better.
the hold.
One, two. One, two, three.
Cena and Mickey turn back their platinum opponents.
But the real story here, Michael, is why Cena was just dropped in this match in the first place.
I'm sure Stephanie has her reasons. She's not one to just make rash decisions.
But Cena wants Orton, and I think all the WWE Universe wants to see it happen.
One, two, three.
The whole is as great as the sum of its parts. Cena and MVP pick up the win.
Up until now, Truth and Consequences has looked unstoppable. This isn't going to sit well with these two.
Will Cena and MVP keep rolling, or was this a one-night-only pairing? Greetings from Little Rock, Arkansas, where we're...
Well, well, if it isn't the Unchained John Cena, I suppose you're here to get your revenge against me for the Royal Rumble. Yes, John, I screwed you. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna wait for the right time, then I'm gonna beat you down and take your WWE Championship home at the same time.
So what you're saying is you're too much of a coward to do anything to me right now. I guess it's happened, Cena. I've kicked you around for so long, you're actually starting to like it. Come on, John. After all I've done, you have no reaction? You're just gonna stand there looking stupid? I play you like some video game. And you just keep letting me score points. Doesn't it get tiring to be outsmarted time after time after time? Hit me, Cena. Where's your pride? I know your blood is boiling. I have the WWE Championship. I've outsmarted you at every corner. Hit me. Do it! Do it! Fine, Cena. You win. And here's what you win. Security! Security! John Cena's gone insane!
Stay out of this, guys. It's between me and him.
You saw him? He attacked me. He's not supposed to be within 20 feet of me. Take him away. Take him to jail.
What the hell was that?
Big things popping. John Cena stopping, MVP. Don't forget, I have a restraining order against you, too. Just go back the way you came. This doesn't concern you, unless you want to serve more time behind bars.
Raw is live in Wichita, Kansas.
Thanks again for bailing me out of jail. I lost my cool last week.
I'm not gonna blame you for lashing out against Orton. I was tempted to trade a night in jail for a chance to whoop that fool's butt too. But did you hear what Randy did? Somehow, he got Stephanie to step down as GM, and now Orton himself is claiming the job.
The good news just keeps coming. Let's say we go have a look at the new GM ourselves.
All right, man. I'll see you there.
Hey, Jailbird. Out on bail so soon?
I was gone long enough for you to execute a coup?
So you've heard. Good. Swing by my office and we'll discuss where John Cena fits in with my vision of Raw.
I'm on my way.
Welcome to my new office. I haven't changed it much. Yet.
Are you gonna paint it yellow? You know, to match your spine?
I'm probably not going to do that. But you can be sure changes are coming, Cena. But I'm a busy man and I've got a show to run. I'm not going to shirk my responsibilities like the old GM did. So, I'll give you your match for tonight. You and your little running buddy here will be in a match against... Vladimir Kozlov and Ezekiel Jackson.
You think we're scared of your two ogres, Randy?
Since there's going to be some redesigning going on around here, let's make it an elimination-style tables match. I think that'll be a good way to kick off the age of GM Orton. Now be gone. You two boys are dismissed.
After a grueling battle, John Cena and MVP have emerged victorious.
And neither man was eliminated. These two are definitely no joke.
Well, I'm sure Randy Orton is not laughing in the general manager's office. What will Orton do to disrupt their growing momentum?
break! Rope break!
These two Raw superstars have done it. They've become the new, unified WWE Tag Team Champions.
What an incredible display of heart by both of these men. They overcame some serious odds tonight.
Beating Truth and Consequences is no easy feat. I'm sure John Cena and MVP will ride this momentum with them into Raw next Monday.
Fellow movie star, John Cena. I've been doing research for my role as a sexy cop stud for 13 rounds. Extra innings. While detectivating, I came across a constipation to commit a crime.
I'm going to assume you mean conspiracy, Santino.
Ah, very good, Cena. What I found is Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase are up to many things. Nothing I can arrest them for yet. But they will slip up. And when they do, Santino will be a spoke on the wheels of justice. Crime. It's everywhere. Detective Santino, he guards the night.
Monday Night Raw is live from Omaha. Michael Cole and
Things sure have been smooth on Raw with Randy in charge.
Yeah, I only wonder when he's going to give us permission to put that mad dog Cena down.
Oh, hey, here's that psychopath Cena now. Sorry, we didn't see you there.
You guys couldn't see me? Now there's a surprise.
We see you now, and we'll beat you up now if you don't get out of here right now.
Did you not hear us, Cena? Or are you that hungry for a beating?
Randy said we could do this if you got out of line.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Maybe I'm a little bit crazy after all.
Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me. MVP is in the ring, so that can only mean one thing. Big things popping, little things stopping. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the view, because the VIP lounge is for people like me and all of you. I haven't always gotten along with authority, and joining me tonight is someone else who the man is trying to keep down. Please join me in welcoming John Cena!
Thanks for having me, MVP. First-time guest, long-time viewer, love the show, and you're right. The man is trying to keep us down. Randy Orton is afraid either one of us is going to snatch up his WWE Championship.
He's so afraid, he made himself general manager.
He's so afraid, he started buying extra-strength diapers.
Wait, he's so afraid...
Okay, that's enough. I won't have my employees disrespecting me, especially when they're a bunch of hypocrites. You both view me as the bad guy here. But little do you know, you're each much bigger enemies to each other than I could ever be. I mean, Cena, how many times has MVP tried to use you as a stepping stone? Tried to run you out of the WWE?
Now wait a minute, Randy. I admit, I used to be pretty devious myself. But it was nothing compared to the level you've sunk to.
And now you think Cena's your friend, MVP. Your partner. Well, he's not, but you don't have to take my word for it. MVP could more than compete with you, John. I bet he could even beat you.
MVP doesn't have it in him to do that. Not anymore.
Ouch, John. But regardless of your low opinion of MVP, I think he's a more worthy #1 contender than you are.
I ain't worried about him. I've beaten him more times than I can count.
What did I tell you?
Now hold on.
Cena, you're gonna play me like that?
I don't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to let you both know that you have matches at the Elimination Chamber. Against each other. In a last man standing match. You can settle your differences there.
Cena, I caught your little greatest hits video earlier. I don't appreciate you dogging my friend like that.
You ever hear the phrase, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear?
You ever hear the phrase, I'll see you in the ring tonight?
John Cena dodged a very dangerous obstacle right there in an angry Mark Henry.
I don't know whether Orton's footage is doctored or not, but some superstars hit first and ask questions later.
And now it's Cena, an MVP, in a last man standing match. With all the turmoil that surrounds this match, who knows what's going to happen when these two meet in the ring?
I can't wait to see what happens on Sunday, Michael. Friends or foes, they're going to lay it all on the line.
MVP, Cena. Will Elimination Chamber prove their destruction? Welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Hey, you know I didn't say those things.
I saw it with my own eyes, Cena. Heard it with my own ears, too. And you know what? It doesn't matter anyway. Whether it's a conspiracy or not, it doesn't change the fact that we stand in each other's way. And it has to end tonight.
You're right. On the road to WrestleMania, it's every man for himself. But understand this. I'm a man of my word, and I did not say those things.
Six, 7, 8. One. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, ring the bell.
Well, this match was not John Cena's idea. It was Randy Orton's. He did what he had to do, beating MVP. But he's not too happy about it.
Regardless of the circumstances, Cena had a job to do, and he did it well. Sometimes you have to do things in life you don't want to do, and that was the case tonight for Cena.
Randy Orton orchestrated this whole thing, in my eyes. He'll be competing later tonight. Will Raw's general manager leave St. Louis with the WWE Championship?
Mr. Last Man Standing, I'm requesting you come to my office as soon as possible. Thank you for your compliance.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. The road to
John, I've got to commend you on your great match last night. If it wasn't for my thrilling victory, it would have been the best match at Elimination Chamber.
That's because I'm good at my job. Unlike the general manager of this place.
I've missed your sense of humor while you've been legally mandated to remain 20 feet from me at all times. I already told MVP before, and I'm telling you now. Your match was so great that I'm going to let you two do it again. Tonight. And because I missed it live last night, I'm lifting the restraining order against you, so I can be the guest referee.
What's your angle in all this, Randy?
I didn't think you psychopaths were such skeptics. Tell you what, if you win, I'll give you a shot at my WWE Championship at Wrestlemania. Consider it a verbal contract. These three will serve as witnesses.
And what about MVP?
My arrangement with him is none of your business.
Continue to play your little games and spin your little webs, Randy. When all is said and done, I'll be standing over you with the title around my waist and your blood on my hands.
You call that a match? Here's what we're going to do. There's a chair in the rampway. I want one of you to get it and hit your opponent. Do it. Do it, or you're fired. I'm ordering you to hit your opponent with the chair.
Don't do it, John.
Now pin him. Here is your winner, and my opponent for WrestleMania, the psychopath, John Cena. I hate to say I told you so, MVP. I also hate to say this, but as Raw's GM, I am negating your Royal Rumble victory stipulation. If you want a title shot at WrestleMania, you'll have to do it for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I can't believe Cena would do that. Maybe Randy Orton was right all along.
And Orton stripping MVP of his WrestleMania title shot? Can he do that?
Raw is coming to you live tonight from Portland, Oregon.
Well, if it isn't my favorite chair-swinging madman, it was good to see the killer instinct return to you last week. But I hope you have some left for this week. I'm putting you in a match against Kofi Kingston. And just because I can, it's going to be a no disqualification match. Go get him, Tiger.
Now last week, when John Cena busted that chair over me, he did two things. One, he became Randy Orton's puppet. And two, he stole my title shot. Because let me tell you what John Cena is. He's a junkie, baby. The man's a junkie for the WWE Championship. He has to have it, and it don't matter what he gotta do to get it.
Come on, MVP. I didn't have a choice last week.
What about me? Orton told me he'd strip me of the shot I earned at WrestleMania if I lost. But I wasn't gonna sink that low. You could have stepped aside and let a brother get a title shot. Come on, Cena. You had your turn at the WWE Championship.
MVP, I want that WWE Championship. That title belongs around my waist. I earned my title shot months ago by beating you. I didn't want to bust that chair over your head, but that was the only way I could get what's rightfully mine. Unfortunately, you got in the way. I'm sorry, but that's life.
Hey, Cena. Look, player, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings, but you know the unified WWE Tag Team Championship that you and MVP won a while back? Well, that has a defense clause, and you two haven't defended it since you won it. And with what happened last week, I doubt you'll be teaming up at any time soon. We're gonna have to strip you of the championships, player. There's a match on SmackDown this Friday to crown new champs. I'm really sorry.
Ring isn't in here, Cena. Your opponent for tonight isn't in here. Just your boss.
I guess I'm just so insane. I don't know where the ring is. I may snap at any second.
If you do, the next second you'll find yourself out of a... What is it? Oh, Mr. McMahon. Hello. Yes, I stripped MVP of the championship match. Yes, but Mr. Mc... Get out of here right now! Yes, sir, I see, sir, but... Yes, but Okay. Yes, sir.
One, two, three!
John Cena has beaten one of Raw's most electrifying superstars.
Is it just me, or did he do more damage to Kofi than was really necessary to win the match?
Now you're just seeing what you want to see, King. We're only a couple of weeks from John Cena's long-awaited WrestleMania showdown against WWE Champion Randy Orton. What will Cena do when he gets his hands on Orton?
A lot of stories are going around the WWE Universe. Stories about how John Cena is a maniac. Don't lock eyes with John Cena. Don't leave raw meat out near John Cena. I'm here to tell you, don't believe the hype. I want to give a shout out to Kofi Kingston, who was injured during our match last week. But that didn't happen because I went crazy. That's the risk we take when we get in this ring. And Kofi knew that risk. We all do. It's the price we pay to compete and entertain the greatest bands in the world. But all these people treat me like I'm dangerous. Like I'm out of control. I'm here to tell you that you're perfectly safe around me. That is, unless your name is Randy Orton. Randy, at Wrestlemania, when I'm standing across the ring from you, you finally have to look me in the eyes. You're gonna see dangerous. You're gonna see crazy. And then, you're gonna see a new WWE champion.
Freeze, citizen! Officer Santino on the jobber. Oh, it's you, John Cena. You can never be too careful. Crime is a sneaky little thief in the night.
You've really embraced your role over there, Officer Boyardee.
Yes, I am Jake and the Fat Man all rolled into one. Those two criminal elements, DiBiase and Rhodes, used the cheats to win the tag team titles. But I don't know if it was up, up, down, down, or left, right. You and me, John Cena. We need to bring the pieces to the streets. You are my new deputy. You're a little nutty, Deputy Cena, but you get the results. Now get out of my office and arrest those two!
I'm going to get a frame for mine. Maybe something with a lightning bolt or an eagle. Cena, what are you doing in here?
Look at you two. Gloating like you did something. You guys have had everything handed to you. Daddy's giant footsteps to follow in. Your own puppet master as general manager. And now you're bragging about titles you didn't even win?
It's none of your business, Cena.
I'm making it my business, Ted. You want those tag team titles? Well, I'm gonna make you earn them on Superstars.
John Cena has won this thrilling cage match against Evan Bourne.
We'll see if Bourne needs an ambulance too.
John Cena claims not to be trying to injure people, but week after week, the number of injuries he causes climbs higher and higher. At some point, he's gonna have to answer for that. And it could be Randy Orton that does it. Or, you know, it could be someone else.
Cena's on a big roll, but that means Randy Orton could be more motivated to try to flatten it before WrestleMania. What does Orton have in store for Cena?
One, two, three!
Santino and John Cena are now the WWE Unified Tag Team Champions.
Did you expect these two to mesh so well in the ring?
Mesh? Santino's 1/8 of the team, tops.
Cena was stripped of his title recently due to the breakup between him and MVP. Who would have thought he'd regain it so quickly?
I gave up trying to figure out John Cena a long time ago, Michael.
John Cena has one more Raw between him and his WrestleMania showdown with Randy Orton. Don't miss out on Monday. Raw is live in Los Angeles, and we're just 6 days away. Look, MVP is coming down to the ring.
Nobody go home, nobody control me. I'm coming. I'm here to do my thing. I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. Like Tropicana, I got the juice. All for the least elect.
The WWE Universe is buzzing. Everyone's talking about WrestleMania. John Cena versus Randy Orton. The Psychopath versus the corrupt GM. But everybody forgot one little thing. Me. Montel Vontavious Porter. I won the Royal Rumble match, which meant I could name my title shot at WrestleMania. Now, Randy Orton tried to use his GM powers to prevent that from happening, but I went to the one man above him, Mr. McMahon. I explained to the boss what happened, and he made an executive decision. So guess what? Orton, Cena, I'm coming, and neither one of you can stop me. In 6 days, I'm going to be the new WWE Champion, because MVP is boring.
Holy cow, Michael! The WrestleMania main event just became a triple threat match.
I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. Like Tropicana.
Very clever, MVP.
It's not my fault you're not on the top of the food chain, Randy. Both you and Cena tried to use me to get what you wanted. Well, it's time I got mine.
Don't blame me. I'm crazy, remember?
MVP, you think you're the playmaker? Well, here's a little play for you. You and Cena are going to team up tonight. You're going to face Big Show and Sheamus. You and that Sheamus guy have a lot in common, Cena.
Wait. I know you too well, Randy. What's the catch?
The catch is, I'm going to take something out of your own playbook. Remember the Better Than Utopia rules you cooked up against Cena a couple of years ago? They're back. Except I'm calling them Age of Orton rules. And I'm giving them to your opponents.
Wait, so that means we need to get a 5 count on them?
Plus, they don't have to worry about countouts or rope breaks, but we do? Yeah, I remember that.
Deja vu all over again, huh, Cena? Enjoy your little trip down memory lane. And I'll enjoy you leaving my office right now.
John Cena and MVP somehow beat the odds, but in 6 days, these two will be adversaries, not partners.
They both seek Randy Orton's WWE Championship at WrestleMania and have shown they'll do anything to win it.
It seems like an eternity since Cena crushed MVP with a chair to earn his title shot. But MVP remembers, and Randy Orton lies in wait for both. It's WrestleMania this Sunday on pay-per-view. We are at the showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania.
They all tried to get in the way. They thought love was something they could beat with their hands.
You have a way with words, Big Red. I saw how determined you were to prove yourself to your love. How many people you ran over to get there. I liked it. In fact, that's why I beat Maurice up tonight. Jealousy.
Bet? You liked it?
Love sometimes takes a few broken bones. Lord knows I've broken a few over the years. I think you and we could be something, Sheamus.
Yes. Strength. And beauty. Sheamus and Beth.
Make sure to send me an invitation to the wedding. so I can be somewhere else.
One, two, three! John Cena!
Cena did it against long odds and intense hardship. He is the new WWE Champion.
And he won it with pure grit and determination, not the insanity Orton claimed he had.
MVP wasn't able to get the win tonight, but he shows respect to his opponent.
Stop it, both of you. You're making me sick. I'll be damned if the two of you leave that ring on your own 2 feet. Not while I'm GM. Cody, Kozlov, get in there.
Oh, no you don't, Randy. I think we've all had enough of your antics, Randy. John earned the WWE Championship, and I'm going to earn some satisfaction, too. Under authorization of the WWE Board of Directors, you are hereby stripped of the position of General Manager effective immediately. I'm regaining the position, and believe me, you have a lot to answer for. John, I'm sorry to interrupt your celebration. Please, carry on.
What a finale to an unprecedented WrestleMania. John Cena has got back everything.
Meanwhile, Randy Orton has lost everything. And based on what Stephanie said, I'm sure the bad news is just starting for him.
The road to WrestleMania has come to an end, and John Cena stands triumphant. Thank you very much for joining us for this epic event. The champ is here.